The Chauncey Hayden Show is sponsored by Stitcher Radio. Listen on the go via the Stitcher mobile app. For more information, go to Stitcher.com/GFQ. Location provided by Sapphire New York. Visit them at nysapphire.com.
You think you have me all down, you think me, I will always be one step ahead.
Don't hurt me, for real. Ah! Ah! Look at her teeth! No, she has fangs! I'm not even kidding! Ah! 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 Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, my God! Are you insane? Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Chaunce Hayden Show, broadcasting live from the Sapphire Gentlemen's Club in New York City, home of the world's greatest gentlemen's club. We're here today, a big show once again. Tonight we have some of the cast members of the now defunct TLC reality show Starter Wives. The show just got canceled. It only had 2 weeks to make it, and already TLC canceled the show, and the cast made up of all the ex-wives of a dozen or so celebrities is furious that they only got 2 weeks to prove themselves. And I gotta say, in this case, I'm on their side. How do you give a show 2 weeks to succeed? It's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life, but that's how it is in reality TV. You get 2 weeks, and that's it. If you don't have millions of people watching, it's a cold, hard fact. They cut you. You're garbage. You don't exist anymore. And tonight we're going to hear the backlash of some of the cast members who are furious. But before we start that part of the show, I just want to say I got terrible news this week. And the terrible news actually turned out to be what I think
really bad
is
news.
Really bad news.
Yeah.
And I think it turned out really to be great news. So I had a blood test about 10 days ago. Actually, it's closer to 2 weeks now. And it was the worst blood results you could ever imagine. I mean, even the doctor was laughing. Every single thing in my body is haywire.
Just like everything is wrong.
Everything's wrong. You know how much vitamin D I have in my body?
How much?
0. They say, how is that possible? You have 0 vitamin D. You would have to not go in the sun for a year and live in a cave to have 0 vitamin D. I have none. 0. I had my cholesterol is through the roof. My liver, through the roof. My triglycerides, through the roof. Everything is awful. And to make it worse, I have diabetes.
And you had no idea.
No.
Does it run your family?
But I knew something was wrong because I had a cat that had diabetes. And when my cat got really sick, it would drink from the toilet water all day. It would just dip its head in the toilet and just lick water. It just
wanted water.
It needed water constantly because it was dehydrated because your body's not processing the sugar and it thinks your brain's telling you that you're not getting enough fluids. Everything goes haywire in your head. So I knew something was wrong. So I had the.
Is that why you went for the checkup, or
yeah.
was this like a
I couldn't
routine
stop
thing?
peeing. I peed every 30 seconds. I had to pee, and the doctor said, "Oh, you probably have narrow urethra." Like, you know, King of the Hill, Hank from King of the Hill, he has a narrow urethra. That's what they said I have. And I said, okay, that's cool. That makes sense. You know, I'm getting older. But then I got rashes all over my body. My vision was going. A lot of things were going wrong. So they did the fasting glucose test, and it came back that I'm diabetic. So now I have to take insulin twice a day, and I have to check my blood sugar like 6 times a day. And it's pretty amazing because the insulin, it works so fast. Like, I feel so great. I feel amazing. And I've changed my diet over the last 2 weeks, and already my vision is clear. I see so well, I can't even believe it. I had LASIK surgery, and I thought my eyes were going. I thought the surgery wasn't working or it was fading. It's not. I see as good now as I did the day after I had my LASIK surgery. It's absolutely incredible. So what I wanted to do at the start of the show before I bring my guest on is check my sugar level, and we can all bet. What do you think my sugar level is going to be?
What's a normal range?
300 is bad. That means you're really diabetic and it's dangerous. If you're in the 200 range, that's still considered diabetic. If you're between 50 and 150 is the normal range. So place your bets, everyone. What do you think I'm going to be? And I have to do this every
You're going to be
day,
210.
6 times a day.
210.
All right, let's see. I got to put the mic down to do this. Anybody do this before? No, this is fascinating. This is what I have to do like every 2 hours, every single day. So I turn the mic this way. It'd be easy to hear me. So this is my monitor. I turn it on. I can't believe I know how to do this now. I'm like a real diabetic. I'm like a professional diabetic. You take your strip, your testing strip, and you stick it in the meter. Okay. You get it. They have to match up, so they match up. The meter knows what strip is in it, so you get an accurate test. This is the fun part. This is the thing you stick yourself with.
Does it hurt?
It hurts. It does hurt.
Test my sugar.
So yeah, everybody, we can all test our sugar. So now I got to take this little device and I got to stick it in my finger and make myself bleed. So I've been doing I have like thousands of holes in my finger. How do you do a whole life of diabetes? I'm running out of places to stick myself. Okay, here we go. You ready? This is how it works. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Oh, wait, it's backwards. Ready? Here we go. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. So now watch.
Now you're bleeding.
Now I'm bleeding. See?
Yes.
Blood. This is like a vacuum. It sucks it right up. There it goes. And now you wait for the results. What do you think I'm going to be? 210.
What's normal?
102, baby.
Nice.
So normal, it's crazy. 102. That's right.
I'm scared to find out what mine is.
That's right.
I really want to
Yeah,
know.
but I don't want to stick myself with his stupid thing.
No, but it's a clean. I just change it. It's a clean needle. I can switch it to a brand new needle.
I don't want
there's,
your
there's
needle.
8 needles.
I don't
here.
want your needles.
You sure?
Yeah.
Do mine.
You want to do yours?
Yeah.
Really? All right. Here we go.
I'm probably going to be like 300. I'm going to be...
This will be. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. All right. So we take the thingamajig. We put this in like this. Wait, turn it on first. I'm so psyched. I'm 102. That's amazing. All right. So
probably like 500.
Who?
So-
Me or you?
now take. I want you
All
to
I
take.
have to
No, I
take
should do
this,
mine.
Press this against your finger and just press down on that.
It's gonna
It,
jab your
it
finger.
really doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't hurt at all.
So I'm just doing this.
Press it. Press it. Press
I'm
it.
so nervous.
Press it.
Now squeeze the blood out of your finger.
I don't bleed much.
That's plenty. That's enough. You ready? All right. What do you think you're gonna be? Place your bets. Place your bets.
200.
230.
You're gonna say 230. What do you say, Andrew?
200.
200. You're so normal. It's ridiculous. You're 88.
Oh.
You don't have
Oh
a
my God.
diabetic bone in your body.
Do mine. Do mine
Well,
next.
I had
Do you wanna do yours?
Yeah.
That's all I ate.
Now I want to do mine.
All right. We're gonna do
Yeah.
Andrew. We're gonna do Andrew.
Hold on.
I'm 88.
You're 88.
Is that's like really
By the way,
normal?
I can't believe I'm doing this. These strips are so expensive. I hate you, but you're 88. You're so normal. It's ridiculous.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you have nothing to worry about. All right, Andrew.
Change
What?
the stupid needle.
You know what I had for lunch?
What?
Marshmallows. I
right.
seriously did. I ate marshmallows for lunch.
Dude, you're not diabetic. You can have marshmallows. So Andrew, take this, hold it your finger, and press down on it.
I press down. Does
yeah.
it hurt?
No, it doesn't
No,
hurt.
it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt
At all?
No, just
How hard should I press it?
all the way
I
down.
don't want to press it.
You're being a
I'm gonna
baby.
faint.
Press it. Press it. Press it. Press it.
Ow, that
Then
hurts.
squeeze
Oh,
it.
it's
Now, oh my God, there's so much blood coming from you.
Wow, you're really bloody.
Oh my God.
Mine.
All right, place your bets. Place your bets.
I don't wanna
place
know.
your bets.
Well, now that mine was so low, I think
You're-
it's gonna be like 97.
Yeah, but it'd be high. How high?
No, you're not 94.
I
94.
was
You're-
close with 97.
You're normal. You're normal. We're
So
all,
what is
we're all
normal?
normal.
What's normal?
Normal is between 50 and 150.
50 and 150.
Right, is normal.
So I wonder if I ate really well, would I be?
That's pretty normal. So you can eat. Your prostate
Pick
is
up the
normal.
mic.
What's
Prostate?
that? Not your prostate. Did I say your pancreas? Your
Prostate.
pancreas. Did I say prostate?
Yes.
Your prostate. Well, your prostate probably is normal. Your pancreas is normal, so you can eat anything you want
Oh.
because your body your body absorbs the sugar like it's supposed to. When you're diabetic, your body no longer processes the sugar the way it's supposed to, so it all clogs up. And what happens, it changes the whole mechanics of how things are supposed to work, and your sugar level rises, and because it's not being processed through your body, and that's why you become diabetic, and then organs shut down.
Thank you, Dr. Hayden.
Yeah. So no, congratulations to all of us. We're all normal.
We're all normal.
Nobody has a...
Well-
Should we test Mike?
I don't think he wants
You want to test your sugar?
You want to test your sugar?
Diabetes
See if you have
hour.
diabetes? Anyway, so we're all normal. Very exciting. So we have Cheryl Crusoe in the studio from the TV show Starter Wives. Well, I'm not going to say you're canceled because you're still on the internet. So technically you're not canceled. But we're going to come back right after this break. We're all normal. We can drink and have fun tonight, and we don't have to worry about our sugar. We'll be right back after this break. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaunce Hayden Show, broadcasting live from the Sapphire Gentlemen's Club in New York City. As promised, I'm here with my guest tonight, Cheryl Crusoe from the TV show Starter Wives on the TLC network. Now, do we say the now defunct
The now
show?
defunct show?
I like that word, defunct. No, you're defunct. The show got defunct.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, this is amazing. Normally, you'd be on the show promoting the show.
Right.
But
This is a first for us.
But after 2 weeks,
Yeah.
they canceled the show.
Well, pretty much after the third week.
Third week.
Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, even for reality show standards,
Yeah.
that's not a lot of time to give a show a chance.
No, absolutely not. And the fact that all the time invested and all the money that was invested into it. And me personally, everybody I know is still waiting for the promotion to come out.
There was
about the show.
there were no bus posters, no billboards,
No.
TV commercials.
And we just did, like a couple of days before that, all of the filming for it and all the still shots for it. So we were waiting for the big promotion.
So
to
they
come
did
out.
all they just before they canceled the show, they did
Yes.
all the photography.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna do a survey around the room.
Yes.
Did anybody hear about the show Starter Wives in this room on TLC? Andrew, have you heard about it? You heard about it? How did you hear about it?
Somebody was talking
I think it was me talking about it. I think you heard about it tonight when you said who's on the show, and I said
That might have been it.
There
Cheryl
you
Crusoe
go.
from Starter Wives.
Yes.
But no, it really didn't get any promotion at all.
Right.
So, are you bitter? Like, how do you feel? Because I gotta tell you, I would think that the excitement and the rush,
Right.
that because so many people go on to bigger things from these shows. You
Right.
look at Mob Wives and what's
Right.
happened to them. You look at New Jersey Housewives and all the Housewives, all the
Right.
franchises, they're doing well. Jersey Shore, even Jersey Licious
Right.
on a style network doesn't do bad.
Right.
What happened? I mean, you must feel so disappointed.
Well, yeah, of course. You know, when I first got the news, I was completely disappointed. And, my heart sank, and it was just like, why? Like, what transformed? What happened? What transpired? Like, what was it that made TLC pull the plug on it? And I still don't understand their analogy and the way they think as far as business people as to why they pulled the plug, because they invested so much into us. Listen, they asked us to do 2 shows. Then 2 weeks later, once they were, as soon as we were filming, they were getting the reports back to them headquarters in DC, and they were seeing us work. And as we were filming, they were, seeing us right then and
Kept
there.
adding more
They
shows.
kept adding more and more shows. So we went from filming from 1 month to 2 months. Here we are 4 months later.
And you think the show must be a success?
Yes.
They're adding shows. It must be
they-
really good.
Absolutely. They added up to 8 shows already now. They're calling us in, asking us to do a full day of, promotion and press and photo shoots and, everything that you can think of to then.
It's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life. Well, I mean, it's such a waste of money.
Exhausted. Like,
I
done.
can't even-
Done. Like, what are you thinking?
That's why
I don't get it.
That's why I wanted you to come on the show.
Yeah.
Because I think it's fascinating to see how networks work.
I think it's bizarre.
It's crazy.
It's bizarre.
That they had you doing interviews and
Yes.
photo shoots
Yes.
just basically hours before they were about to cancel you.
Yes. Well, here's the thing also, that, you know what, they were disappointed at us because they said the ratings, and they quote the ratings, that's their standpoint, and that's
Right.
what they're, saying right now was just the ratings. But how can you have ratings? And forgive me, because from what I understand, we hit between 600,000 and 700,000 homes, first and second night or something to that. And you know what? I'm just hypothetically saying because this is what I'm hearing.
I don't think.
And I don't even know.
I might.
If that's good or not, whatever.
I don't think that's bad for a show with no promotion, no billboards, no commercials.
Right.
I would think 600,000
plus
viewers plus is a good number for the first show.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's TLC. It's not NBC.
Right.
So you would think 600,000 would be a home run.
Absolutely.
And they were disappointed in it.
They were disappointed, and then they were going off of, well, let's see how the third episode's going to take place, and we'll do our final judgment on that. And you know what? We'll let you know. Because it ran Tuesday nights. We'll let you know Wednesday or Thursday morning.
I wonder what was the magic number. What was the magic number?
$1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million.
They needed
plus.
$1 million,
They
least $1 million.
needed $1 million plus, from what I understand, viewers to watch.
You must be so angry at 400,000 people. You got to be furious.
No, well,
at 400,000
how can
people.
you be mad? I'm not mad at all. First of all, I'm grateful to be a part of the show. But let me go back to the one situation that I can't comprehend for the life of me.
Yeah.
How do you base the third show, the third episode, and that's what they were going to be the deciding factor, when they have us on and we're up against the President of the United States giving a speech?
So the night your show was on, they gave a State of the Union address.
Hello.
And they said you didn't get enough viewers that night.
Thank you.
That's
canceled, done, cut.
That really is insane.
You figure it out.
Maybe do you think maybe you guys should have, when you look back,
protested against the president and asked him not to speak that night?
No, should you have?
I voted for Obama. I was literally.
So you blame Obama for getting canceled?
Maybe. Who am I going to blame?
Should there have been more drama on the show? Should there have been more sex on the show?
No, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think we were all super powerful individual women that came on the show, told our stories. We had, me personally, and I know all the other girls felt the same way. We were getting, just from those two episodes, our first two episodes, so many people, men and women, responding to us via Facebook, Twitter, all social media, emailing us, thanking us for exposing our stories, and because they felt delighted.
But the husbands didn't like it. None of the husbands were
some
thrilled
of them,
with.
I don't know.
The rumor on TMZ was that 50 Cent.
Yeah.
He tweeted that he was going to get the show canceled.
Yeah.
And
maybe
a few days later, the show got canceled. So some people are saying that he made a call to someone, and that's why they pulled the plug. Do you think that's possible?
God, Chaunce, I have no idea. Maybe it is. I don't know. I can't tell you. All I know is that it's not up right now, and I'm disappointed. I hope possibly another network picks it up, and we continue on forward to a second season.
But they're still airing the show on the internet.
Yes, on
so the show
TLC.com.
technically, and that's what I meant. The show technically isn't canceled.
No.
Because you can still watch all the episodes on their website.
Right.
So you really can't even shop the show around this season because it's still airing.
Maybe not. You're right.
Is there a chance that the show on the internet could become so popular that they bring it back on TV?
Anything's possible, because I'm learning so much every day about this industry, and the fact that, listen, I didn't expect the show to be canceled.
Right.
Never expected to be canceled. Or I shouldn't even say canceled. I never expect to be taken from, primetime TLC Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, to now their website. How do you go from there? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Would you have done anything different looking back? When you look at the episodes and the way you interacted with the rest of the cast, do you guys talk and say maybe we should have done this or that?
No, not at all. I think we're all very proud of ourselves. We're all very proud of one another. We are so grateful to be working together. I don't think we would have changed anything. I think that our disappointment is the fact that we went with a network that took a risk, because you have to understand TLC is the learning channel. That's what it stands for.
Yes.
And they're known for more education, low-key.
Honey Boo Boo? Of course.
What? Yeah.
What's more educational than that?
There you go. I'm learning.
The Cupcake Boss, or he's
all of those
Yes.
shows, I guess, have a meaning. Us,
What is the meaning behind Honey Boo Boo?
I don't know.
What is the meaning?
I don't know, but I kind of like the little kid. I I think she just has so much spunk that I'm empowered, but I'm
You
empowered
see
by
it.
that.
Maybe Honey Boo Boo set the bar too high, and they think every show should be like Honey
Then
Boo Boo.
Starter Wives?
Yeah, and Starter Wives. It's set the bar too high for
Yeah.
Starter Wives.
Yeah.
Who was the biggest pain in the ass on the show of all the cast? I mean, you had
Biggest pain in the ass?
who did you have? Lamar Odom's ex-wife,
Yes.
right?
Well, not his
They-
ex-wife,
girlfriend,
technically.
his
Yes.
baby mama.
Well, I don't even like to use that analogy. I just think that's so,
White
it's-
trashy.
Yeah, it's, because that's not Liza. Liza Morales is a very beautiful, well-educated, female that happened to meet Lamar when she was a young age.
And he hated the show too, and so did
Did
his
he?
wife. Yeah, Khloe Kardashian and
Lamar.
had nothing good to say about the show.
Well, listen, you know what? Maybe Chloe's a little disappointed because here's, Lamar's first female coming on stage now, and she's representing herself. And from, what I see, I mean, everybody's talking about how Liza looks like Chloe, where it's like Liza was there first. I'm sorry, Chloe, no offense.
But all these celebrities,
But-
none of them like the show.
What is
I
it,
don't, I don't think
competition? Why
I don't think Russell Simmons DMX. How did your ex-husband feel about the show?
I don't know. I'd like to know.
Have you spoken to him?
No, he doesn't talk to me.
For people don't know, your ex-husband
Yes.
was a mafia guy.
Yeah.
You're really a mob wife.
Well, basically, yeah.
Why? What was your husband's name? Lefty? What name?
No.
What was his name? What was his name? No, wait.
Righty.
Was it Righty? No, Phil Caruso.
There you go.
But what did he have a nickname?
Philly.
It was Philly.
Yeah,
Philly. Okay.
like the cheesesteak, I guess.
Phil, he went to jail.
Yes.
He's out now,
Yeah.
and you
I
don't
guess.
you don't
Maybe he's
you don't
back
communicate
in.
with him.
No, I don't. He kind of avoids me.
But why? See now, why aren't you on Mob Wives? You'd be great for Mob Wives.
I don't. You know what? I don't. I don't know. I'm not. I don't consider myself a mob wife. Those are all. Again, I admire them.
But
I
you
think they're
grew up in
beautiful
that.
women.
You were married for how
Yeah,
long?
but they knew who they were marrying. They were part of it.
You were shocked by who you were.
Yes,
So it was all a shock.
I was just the opposite. I didn't know he was affiliated.
Tony two shoes and Joey.
Tommy Two Thumbs.
Joey, yeah. Joey got a
Freddie
boots.
No Fingers.
When they all came over on Sunday afternoons, you just
For
assumed
pasta?
you
For
just
pasta and homemade sauce.
you had no idea that your
We were
husband
all
was
friends. We were all friends.
when they played Spin the Revolver.
Yeah.
Like you just assumed
That's a
that.
good one. I never played that game.
I still can't believe that you never knew.
Yeah, me either.
But here we are.
How naive. How silly and naive is that,
I-
But then again, you have, I go back and I say to myself, I was young. I was
Right.
only, 20, 21 years old when I
Right.
first met Phil. And, after, dating him for 3 months, I went through a whirlwind, wonderful relationship with him. We were madly in love. And after 3 months, he put a diamond ring on my finger. 9 months later, we were married. There was really no time to figure out who is this guy.
Right.
It was just such a huge
Because your
whirlwind
story
going
is
forward.
amazing. You found out when basically
When he
they
was
came
in-
and arrested him.
Yeah. When he was in the courtroom.
He was in the courtroom is when you
Yes.
learned everything that he was up to.
Yes.
And you were
When
devastated.
his charges.
the
yeah.
charges were.
Yeah.
What were how heavy were the charges? Like how bad
Well,
was
yeah.
it?
Well, he was serving 15 to life, so I guess they were a little heavy.
They were, he did.
And I can
he
laugh
was the
about
real,
it now
He was
'cause
the
it's
real
been
deal.
so
Like he
many
was a
years.
real mobster. Like
You know what?
what crime
I
family?
never really looked into it. I never even spent 5 minutes of trying to figure anything out about who he really was after that, because I found out his crimes in the courthouse
Right.
and in the courtroom, and I wasn't even invited that day to be there.
You just showed up.
I just showed up because I knew there was something wrong. So I just I just showed up over there and I went into the courtroom, and Phil just lost it at that point because he just didn't want me to know anything. And his attorneys came running over to me and he just yelled to his attorneys, "Don't speak to her at all." So it was one of those moments.
What a
where just
dramatic
oh my-
moment. Could
Completely
be on-
dramatic. And I couldn't really say anything or do anything because now I'm in a courtroom. The judge is standing there. We're all supposed to
Right.
be sitting, and now really everything was said in codes at this point. He was already being sentenced.
Right.
He already, he was already into
They made a plea deal, so
They
he
made a
knew
plea
what was
deal.
coming.
Yes, and at this point, it's not so much, there was no negotiating, talking. It's not like the
Right.
attorneys were getting up speaking. It was pretty much a plea deal was done. The judge was just sentencing him, and the judge was just saying codes like Section 1, Section 2,
Right.
all codes, words. I didn't know what was going on.
But when that happens,
yeah.
does the mob guys come to you afterwards and say, "Here's money to take care of you and your family"? Like, isn't that in the movies? Don't they do that?
It's
Don't
the
they?
movies.
When the husband gets locked away, I
Yeah.
thought they're supposed to take care of the family.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
That's because that's the reward for not ratting out everybody, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to get.
yeah.
That never
That's
happened.
out. No,
You never got the money.
never got the money.
See that's why you can't blame guys for ratting out the mob, because
Yeah.
it's not like it used to be.
I think it's a completely different,
It's different.
lifestyle and different, everybody has a different situation, just a different story.
Were you ever worried about getting whacked because maybe they thought you knew something and they were going to?
I didn't know it.
But how do they know? They don't know what
How do
your
they
husband
know?
told
well,
you.
That's true. No, not at all.
Never worried about
No, because it was just like, I was just so, I was just at all. I didn't know anything that was going on, and I was
Right.
searching for somebody to tell me.
Right.
So if anything, I was trying to run to people for help, for guidance, like what is going on, because nobody would tell me anything that I guess they knew. Here's a blonde, she don't know nothing.
But you
bothered
know
with
what?
her?
When you look back on it, it
Yeah.
kind of worked out because it's made you some degree of fame, right? You had a show on Discovery.
Discovery Channel.
Yep, and now the TLC
Yes.
experience.
Yes.
You have your own tequila.
Yes.
That you market.
Yeah, but that didn't have anything to do with it. And you know what? For me, I got out of the situation once he went away to prison and I found out who he was.
Right.
He pleaded with me every day and sent me love letters every day to stay by his side. But once I didn't want any of that around me,
Right.
and so I kind of ran from all that, and I did my best to divorce him once.
Right.
You know what? Once he was released from prison, because apparently you can't divorce when they're in prison unless they're in there for a certain.
Is
amount of
that why? Is that why you left him? Was just because of the crimes and that lifestyle?
Yeah, because I married a man that I didn't know.
Right.
Like I lived a totally different
So
lifestyle.
you
from
you
what
can
he
turn it
portrayed
off.
to be.
So emotionally, it's like a different man. So you can fall out of love that quickly. Like you can.
No, I didn't fall out of love. What happened was, it took time. He was away for years. You have to understand.
Right.
And through the years, I realized like
They call it going to college. He was in
lied.
college.
Yeah, of course. I felt betrayed. I felt like there was so many things that were hidden from me,
Right.
and that's not what a true marriage was. It's trust, honesty, respect, and that's what I went into the relationship
Right.
with. And I just felt like I lost that. I lost that, and so how do I go about having a relationship with somebody when they come out of prison
Right.
if they were not truthful with me all those years prior? So I had a really extremely difficult time with that once he got out of prison. Once he got out of
But
prison.
that was the point of the show, is that how women who are married to notable people,
Yes.
whether they be mafia guys or rappers or whatever,
Boxers
athletes,
right.
that they get a second chance at life and how they survive on their own, which was a great premise for a show.
Right.
Which, again, it's
It's
kinda
all about
disappointing.
survival.
Yeah, and apparently America doesn't care about survival because
No, I
not
think
enough
they
watch.
do. I think they do, and I think that's the sad part about it is because here was 6 women.
Mm-hmm.
We came together to and expose our story and say who
Right.
we are because of the fact that we had bad press in the past because of the fact of who our ex-husbands were.
Right.
And
Everything ended in kind of scandal and
yeah, and we didn't get a chance
but
to
yeah.
really say our side. Listen, my whole neighborhood pretty much turned their backs on me because all of a sudden, I go home from the courtroom and it's already in, all over the news and all over
Right.
the papers and everything. It's just like, here's Philly Caruso
Right.
and his crimes, and yet, hold on, I'm still Cheryl Caruso. I didn't do anything
But
wrong here.
you become a mob wife to everybody.
I did, and that's not me. I am not.
Come on,
that
it's
person.
kind of, but it's kind of sexy. You have to admit when you when you get pissed at people,
Listen.
when you get angry at someone, isn't it kind of fun to say,
Don't you know who
"Don't you know who
I
I
am?
am?" And I even like how the head goes. You even have the whole head thing. Don't you know who I am? Like you've done it, but I can
play
tell you
with
practice
it.
this in the mirror.
No,
Obviously,
I did
you have
it. You
practiced
know what?
this.
Because people
Yeah.
say it to me all the time, and I don't look at it.
You
like
can have
that.
someone whacked. You can have.
Listen, no,
you-
I can't.
You
Let's
don't
be
know
serious.
anybody. There's no one you can call.
Hell, well, maybe.
Yeah, if you really wanted to look into your Rolodex, I'm sure there's someone
A
you can call. Your Rolodex.
You're dating yourself.
Nobody has Rolodexes anymore?
I don't think so.
If you went into your iPhone, to your contact list in your iPhone.
That's much better.
If you went into your iPad, into your contact page,
Yeah.
there would be somebody that you could call to take care of a problem if you had a problem.
Do you want me to answer that?
Yes. You could.
There's a possibility.
Yeah. But you don't like
listen,
you don't like pulling no string because
Well, no,
nobody
it's not
likes
no.
you don't because then you owe
Oh,
them.
yeah, right.
Yeah. So,
Right.
but you can do it if you want. You know who to call. Just knowing who to call is a big deal.
Listen, right. Everybody always has somebody by their side. I mean, we all do, no matter who you are. Everybody has somebody by their
I
side.
don't think there's anybody Andrew could call. I think if Andrew wanted somebody whacked, is there anyone
Come
you could call? If
on.
you wanted somebody whacked, could you call someone?
Well, we're not talking about being whacked. We're just talking about everybody has somebody that will defend them and stand up
Like
for
the
them. and
the
stand by their
Turkish
side.
mob, right, Andrew?
Listen, I'm from Queens. I can call a lot of people. The Dulligans, that's what I can call.
The
You can
who?
call the deli guy.
The deli guy?
Dulligans.
The Dulligans?
Yeah.
Or the Irish mob?
Yeah.
The deli guy.
I thought he said the deli guy too.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I know the bagel guy. Anyway,
Yeah.
but
Anyway.
let's talk about your tequila.
Yes.
So they go. So you got. So the
Woohoo!
tequila has been going strong.
Yeah.
You've been doing it for a couple of years now.
Well, I bought it into the United States in March of 2011. So we're going on our second year now. We're just approaching our second year now. And
Talaro tequila.
Talaro.
Talaro. Am I pronouncing it wrong?
Talaro, yes.
What I say? Talaro.
You said Talaro.
And how do you say it?
Talaro.
Talaro. You say Talaro. I say Talaro.
It's like tomato, tomato.
Talaro. Talaro.
Talero. Talero.
Talaro.
Get the bottle.
You want to see the bottle? All right. Here we go.
Damn. Hello.
Go ahead. It should be sitting right here.
Absolutely. What are we doing?
All right. So
Talaro
this
tequila.
is the organic,
Yes, 100% natural, all organic.
natural, no sugars added.
Nothing's added to my tequila.
It's
Absolutely
all
nothing.
natural.
Yes.
By the way, we drank that. We drank that the last time Charles was here. We took
Yeah.
your bottle home. We stole it from
I
you.
know. I remember that.
We drank that thing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
Yeah,
Go to
and
the
I don't
Super
like.
Bowl,
To,
I did a couple
and
shots.
I'm not a big tequila fan. I'm
Yeah.
not crazy about it. It was so easy to drink.
Yeah.
Just even on the rocks, it was perfect.
It's amazing how, you know what, I geared it more towards the female palate. Me and my partner geared it more towards the female palate because we wanted to make it, we didn't want to make it just like a quick shot thing and you're done and over and slam
What
it
about
down
drinking
and
on the
shot it.
rocks or?
Right. It's a nice tasting, smooth tasting, elegant, you know, tequila.
But
It's
there's
just very,
the liquor business is so tough, and there's
Yeah.
so many brands of everything. I think
Yeah.
vodka's the worst, and maybe tequila's the second when it comes to
well,
competition.
tequila's on the rise. You know what? You're right. There is a huge competition
Yeah.
out there, and don't get me wrong. And vodka, forget about it.
Getting
You
into the
know,
clubs and the liquor stores and getting people to buy it,
Yeah.
it's very difficult.
Completely.
And you're competing against Cuervo and
Cuervo,
Cabo
Patron.
Wabo.
Yeah,
and-
Cabo Wabo.
with millions of dollars in marketing
Yeah,
behind it.
yeah.
So how do you overcome that? How do you?
Well, the difference between me and those brands, and yeah, they do have, you know, big finances behind them, and they do have actors or, you know, a lot of notoriety behind
Celebrities
them.
back them. And
Absolutely,
promote them.
thank you for that. Me, I'm taking it one state at a time, and you know, right now I'm in six states
Mm-hmm.
across the United States, and I'm really focusing on, you know, my East Coast and my West Coast.
You're knocking
states.
on doors. You're knocking on
Pretty
liquor store
exactly,
doors and
yes.
bars and going there.
And I really want the public
so
to
much
taste
work.
it
That's
because
so much work.
it is. But you know what?
Yeah.
The gratification is I can walk up to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And whether they like tequila or not, and just ask them, just try it and tell me
Right.
what you think. And everybody's tasted tequila in their life.
Right.
But the fact that once they try Tolero, it's so gratifying just seeing their expressions of just like, oh my God, I've
Right.
never had a tequila that is just so smooth.
And you don't get
so
the hangover. You don't get the
enjoyable.
hangover.
No, because there's no
It's not full of
chemicals.
sugar.
There's no crap
No
in
added-
there. No
it-
pesticides,
yeah.
no growth accelerants. Nothing gets sprayed on my plants
Have,
whatsoever.
have you gone down to Mexico?
Hell
and
no.
You why?
No,
you're
my
afraid. You're
partners
afraid.
go.
You're afraid that you're gonna get
Blondes
killed.
do not go into this area.
It's too dangerous.
Yes.
Mexico is so dangerous. It's ridiculous.
No, my partners go. Yeah,
Really?
in the area where we farm our plants, absolutely. And we have a family down there that monitors and maintains our plants and takes care of them. And listen, I'm certified by the United States Department of Agriculture.
There's a
I'm happy
family
about
that does it?
There's a
What-
yes.
See, everything about you.
See, I know, I
everything
have
about
a
you,
little-
It slipped. It actually slipped.
I know. I try to refrain, but I can't
The
help it.
family is taking care of the tequila
Family
plants.
is taking care of my
I
plants.
could see Big Pussy and all those guys living in a
Yo,
Mexican
yo,
plantation.
yo! Don't be touching my plants now.
Joey Two-Thumbs.
He's down there
Watering the plants.
watering the plants, making sure no little pests go near my
The
plants.
family.
Yes, the family.
Well, I'm sure there's a website.
www.tolerotequila.com. Yeah.
So people, and I'm sure you have social media and all
Yes.
the Twitter, the whole thing.
Yep, absolutely. You can always go on my, any of my social media pages, Cheryl Caruso, or tolerotequila.com, and you can actually just Google where to buy Tolero, and there's so many places that you can buy it online.
I think TLC made a big mistake. Thank you.
We'll see.
They did. They made a mistake. But
Yeah.
you know what? You didn't make a mistake by coming on the show tonight.
No,
That was a good
thank
move.
you.
Right, Andrew?
Chauncey.
This is the best thing you could have done.
I love
What
you guys.
better place to vent?
I love your followers. I'm enamored by all of them.
But
I
now,
listen to
that
them.
you're a loser, this will be the last time you're on the show.
No.
I'm kidding.
Tweet
No,
me, text me, Facebook
we love
me.
you.
You know what I do? I answer all my I don't call them fans, I call them friends.
Right.
All my friends that text me, all my friends that tweet me, all my friends that go
All
on
the
social
weirdos
media.
and perverts. They're gonna be
No,
you know who's watching the show
I'm
right now? How many
huge.
people are probably masturbating in front of the computer?
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a weird group. The people watching the show aren't your normal.
Strange?
Yeah,
That's all right.
yeah.
I'm strange.
Especially this show.
I'm strange. I'm fine with that.
Anyway,
Look at us. I have shiny pants on.
you do. You look. Believe me, that's why they're excited.
It's licorice.
Yeah. Cheryl Caruso, everybody. Thank you so much.
Love
We'll be
you,
back
Chauncey.
next week with the Chauncey Hayden Show, broadcasting live from the Sapphire Gentlemen's Club.